Relationships. How far have you gone? What's his name? Is there an age difference? These are the questions people may ask you when you are about to be or you are in a relationship. And I think that people are losing sight of what a relationship actually is and the importance of it instead of just, let's do this, let's do that. And I'm here to preach that it is not okay for you to just date a girl to use her with no intentions of staying in that relationship. You just want to do stuff with her, or you want to try and see if you can get stuff from her. And I feel like that's just so wrong, and it's really not okay. Like, if you really went into a girl's body, and this is for the boys, and you, like, took a minute to actually see what it's like for a girl to like a guy, you would never treat them that way again, because it actually really hurts us all, and you guys are just bad human beings if you do that. Another thing, this has to go for the girls now, is that it's not okay for you to have more than one guy. Like, girls will talk to multiple guys. The same for guys talking to girls all the time. Your BBM contact list is probably like, for girls it's probably like all guys and that one special friend, and then for boys it's like all girls and like that one guy that's their friend. And that's just how it is. And you can never really be too sure about who they're talking to. Because if you really like this guy and he's talking to all these other girls, you kind of set yourself up because you already know what's coming for you. And for girls, you kind of should have that more, you know, you should kind of reach out to guys more because they really don't show their feelings. And I think that people have just really lost the meaning of it because I really like a guy to come to my door with flowers and chocolate, like the movies. Like, that's how I've grown up, watching Disney movies and seeing that. And really, that's a bunch of crap. That's not what it is. And I wish that, like, back in time, we could go back to that century where everyone was just, like, in sync with each other and stuff. And when a guy actually said he liked a girl, he really meant it instead of just, trying to get in her pants. I think that the whole relationship stuff should be put with someone you really like, instead of just like, you shouldn't use someone just to see if you can get out of them. And I think, like, if a guy really took a second and realized, if he waited, like, if he chose a girl, like, he liked her, they had stuff in common, and you waited for that girl, she will do stuff with you. She will. It might take you guys some time, but she will. And it may not be right that second, but, like, which girl would do that? She wants to have respect for herself. And for the girl's side, you shouldn't have to feel pressured into anything. If you really want to do it, then you should. But you should you should consult yourself and be like, am I ready for this? Should I do this? Like, just stuff like that. And then when you're ready, you go for it and you do what you have to do. Otherwise, don't feel pressured by him. If he pressures you like that, he obviously doesn't like you or he doesn't love you. And that's the wrong way to feel in a relationship. You should always feel like you guys can have that trust and, like, bonding of, like, like, I really like you and I'm ready to do stuff with you. Like, it shouldn't just be about, like, doing sexual stuff all the time. Like, people should take the time to, like, when you're talking and stuff, like, you should always be, like, I don't even know how to really say it. Like, I've never really been in a relationship before, so I wouldn't know, but when I'm gonna be in a relationship, I will know, like, what to think about. Am I ready for certain stuff? Like, am I ready to be in a relationship right now? Because honestly, I'm not, and that's okay. Like, you don't have to be ready for a relationship right then and there. Like, you have to take your time and get to know the person instead of just rushing into things. And I think that people should really take the time and think about stuff before they do them. and they should really take the time to think about the person they're going to be willing to spend a lot of time with, instead of just a one night stand, or just like being with them for the hell of being with them, because most people do that nowadays. They're just like, oh, well, this person said I should be with this person because we like each other, so we might as well be together. It's not like that. You have to make the decision if you like them or not, and not just because someone else tells you, because they don't know your true feelings inside, and vice versa. So you should really take that into consideration before you get in a relationship. You can comment or subscribe, and if you want me to make another video, go ahead. Bye, guys.